This video is about the ladder logic. It's a tutorial. As you can see, it's a DO block. So we will learn how we can read a DO ladder logic. It's a drive command of a fan. So when the operator on the HMI will give the start command, this DO at the digital output card will be energized, and it will energize a relay, and the fan will be started with contactor. Here you can see a belt conveyor. This is its start command. When start command will be high, this C and B will be give output, and the output relay will energize. So this is the way how we use digital outputs in the ladder logic. This is another example. With this command, this timer will be start. This is a on delay timer. As you can see, TON, the timer tag, and the preset value. Preset value is the time we want. After this time, the output will energize. This done bit will be energized, and we can use this done bit anywhere to start or stop an equipment. This is the tag. You can see when this bit will be energized, here path will be closed, and this equipment will run. So this is the accumulated time. This shows that how much time has passed after the start command or the input. This input may be a digital input or a command by the operator. Here you can see this is on delay timer. I will go, this is offline, I will go online. From here we can go online in the Allen Bradley RS Logix 5000. Here you can see now the system is online. As you can see now the accumulated time is 0 because there is no command at the input. When this bit will be high, the accumulation time will be started, and after the time which is preset after done bit will be on. Here you can see with the input, this is off delay timer. Its tag, you can see its preset value and its accumulated value. This done bit will energize. After the time, and the equipment will be stopped. So this is the way how we use the digital outputs and the digital inputs, and it's very easy. We can see where this timer is used, and in any other rung if this timer is used, we can check it by going to the cross reference. I will go to the cross reference. So this timer is used on the 2 rungs, which is here you can see this timer is used in the rung number 89. Here its done bit is used, and because this is the timer where in this rung we have made timer, so it is showing the rung 89. When this done bit will high, we can energize an output. This bit is used here in the 89 rung. So by the go to the cross reference, we can search where this is used. From here we can change the preset time by just clicking it. Here is the tag, we can change its tag as well. So this is the way how we use delay on and delay off timers. Now we will see analog input and the analog output. First we will check analog input. There is the block of analog input and we are using the move function. MOV is used. This is simply move a value from the source. Here is the source, which is a CNB of a card, and the destination, this destination is on the HMI. So this value is moved from the analog input card to the display of the HMI. So in the analog we are using move function. There is a little problem in the display. Let me concentrate. So this is the input. When this bit will energize, then this source, which is 0, will be moved to the destination on the HMI. So we can reset a totalizer to 0 by just one click. This 0 value will move to the destination and our totalizer will 0, and it will start from 0 to upwards again. So we can use a digital input or a command from the HMI to reset a analog value. Here you can see this is the reset button on the HMI. When this will be high or clicked, this 0 value of the source will move to the destination on the HMI and our totalizer will reset to the 0. So this is all about the analog inputs in the Allen Bradley RS Logix 5000. Here is the analog output. I will show you the analog output blocks. This is analog output. We are using a move function to move the source value, which is from the HMI, and this will move to the destination, which is the CNB of a analog output card. And we can use this analog output to any equipment. It may be actuator, may be a wave feeder, and it may be anything which has an input of analog. Here we are using analog 4 to 20 milliamps. So our set point is converted into 4 to 20 milliamps. As you can see, digital input is used to move the analog output. This may be a interlock. So when this interlock is okay, then our analog value will move to the analog output card. In this way we can use interlocks in analog output. Here you can see this is the input. It is a pulsar input. When this pulsar input becomes high, this is the counter up. This counter will move upward it is used as a totalizer. We can also use the add function. As you can see, this is add function. So in the add function, the value of source A and the value of source B are added together, and the result is moved to the destination, which is usually on the HMI. So from the two different analog input we can add and we can display its result on the HMI. As you can see, this is a greater than function. So when the all interlocks and inputs are okay, this was one using ones command. So when this is becomes high, it will compare the source A value with the value of source B, and if A is greater than B, then this will add. This will move to the and energize the add function, and our value of source A and B will be added and moved to the destination. So we are using a greater than function before the add. So to add, A should be greater than B. So this is the way we handle our analog inputs in the ladder logic of Allen Bradley RS Logix 5000. Here is the function of subtraction. So the source A value, which is the pressure, and the source B value, which is also another pressure, and the subtraction result will be displayed on the destination. The value of B is minus from the value of A, and the result is displayed on the destination, and this destination may be HMI mostly. Now we will see the other function, which is greater than or equal to. This is a function that if A is greater than B or A is equal to B, it will compare the source A and the source B, and then this timer will on. This is a on delay timer, and after the time passed, our done bit will become high, and we can use that done bit anywhere as per our requirement. This is on delay time. After the 3 seconds, this done bit will become high because the preset time is 3000. It is in millisecond. There is a less than function. If A is less than B, then it will move to the next block. Our source A value should be less than the source B value, and the next is greater than. If A is greater than B, then the output will energize. As this is not possible, so it's just a dummy. Now in the next, here is the CNB and input from the digital input cards. When this digital input is high, it will start this function. This is a one shot running, OSR one shot running, and thus it will store the bit and this output bit will be energized. We can go to the cross reference and we can see where this bit is used. Here this bit is used. This is a speed sensor. This timer will start and its done bit will be used in the interlocks to stop a thing if the speed sensor is not giving the OK signal. So this is the way how we used ladder logic for the safety of the plant and for the smooth running of the plant. It's very easy. You just need to concentrate. You can easily read a ladder logic. Just start from one side. Here is a digital input. When this input is high, this on delay timer will start. This is a 10-second timer. After the 10 second, this turn bit will become high. There is another level switch input. When this level switch bit is high, then the function will start. So this is the way we can use different digital inputs at the input of timers. This is off delay timer and its preset time. Here you can see the done bit is used in the interlock of a motor. So the level will high, the motor will stop. It's a bucket elevator and it's for the safety of buckets. We are using a level switch. So this is all about the ladder, and you can see how the ladder logic are used and how we can read. I hope you are enjoying and I hope you are learning something. It's not a difficult job, it's very easy. You just need to have some interest. I hope you like the video.